Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just doing a new series here called Hidden Obscure Gems, something like that. I won't call it a gem either, but worthy of playing games that you might not have heard of that are available on the PSN or XBLA and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. I'm a big RPG fan, and especially those ones from the PSX era. And the SNES. I love Final Fantasy 6, 7, 8 was 9 was pretty good, but I never beat it. I got like halfway through the third disc, but anyway, this is one of my favorites right here, Legend of Dragoon. Unfortunately, my box is in shit condition, as you can see, but I'm just going to show you some of the artwork and stuff real quick, just in case you're interested. Here's inside the first disc. Behind the disc. I don't have the full thing. It's somewhere in this house. And here's the cover. There's some pretty good art on there. That's Dart, Rose, and Shanna in the back there. Sorry. And those are the characters of the game. They're pretty well written and stuff. The main character's a little dull, but what can you expect from a JRPG? And I just want to say I recommend this game because it's pretty fun. There's the addition system, which is the combat system in the game, which is what they do is they do quick time events sort of thing. But it's not like completely annoying. I mean, you do have to do it every fight, but there's no magic system except when you're in Dragoon form, which is kind of like a limit break type of thing, and from Final Fantasy VII, Limit Break, or the, what is it called in Final Fantasy IX? It's, Trance. Like, you charge up, and then you become one of these things. You start out like this, and then you become this thing, and then you have magic attacks and stuff, or melees and stuff, but other than that, there's no deep materia system like there was in Final Fantasy VII or junctioning. But what it lacks in depth, it makes up for that combat system, because you're not so bored, and you can't just press circle the whole game to make it through it. Which is, I think it's X in this game, which kind of confuses people when they're used to playing other JRPGs. But it's developed by Sony, and they did a pretty good job. I think it's a shame that the series got canceled. The gameplay is good. Like I said, the combat system for me was pretty not revolutionary, but pretty intuitive for the time, and it makes battles less dull. There's probably about 9 max different additions for each character, which is a different kind of like combo, which has more or less quick time event things for each attack. Some of them are really hard, some of them are pretty straightforward and simple, but in general this game is pretty straightforward. I like the combat system, and I like the characters. The characters are really damn good. I mean, besides the main character, Dart, who's kind of like emo bitch, like Cloud was, Albert is one of my favorites. Lavitz is good. Who else? Congo Haschel is really funny. I love that guy. He's like this old man kung fu master type of dude, and he's really funny in the game. I'm trying not to spoil it because even though it's an old game, everybody puts spoilers in a review if the game came out more than like 5 years ago. So I'm gonna try my best not to do that. And yeah, I just want to say the characters are good. The gameplay or combat system is pretty good. The story is. It's pretty good, actually. I mean, it's up there with some of the other JRPGs. Maybe not Xenogears or Xenosaga, but it's up there. I mean, it's probably as good as Final Fantasy 7 or 8, if not better. So I say it's up there. Some people found it kind of dull or bland or pretty gimmicky, but I thought it was pretty good. The people who don't like the game find it to be like one big gimmick. But I think it's a pretty good game. It's pretty intuitive for its time, and in my opinion, that's like the prime era of the traditional JRPG, when they all didn't turn into action RPGs. Even Final Fantasy has turned into action RPG now, and you can't find a turn-based one besides Lost Odyssey anywhere, basically. So I'm going backwards in time and playing the old RPGs because it's summertime, and that's when I like to play RPGs because I got a little more free time. And yeah, this is one I definitely recommend. It's on the PSN now, from what I hear, and I would definitely pick it up if it's less than like 25, 30 bucks, which it probably is because it's a PS1 game. It's really long, actually. Maybe not JRPG standard really long, but it's pretty long, especially for today's standards, when a campaign will give you maybe like 10 or 12 hours, and that's considered a long game like Skyrim. I only put like 12 hours into Skyrim, and then, I don't know, I was already like bored with it. I spent more time on Assassin's Creed Revelations than I did in Skyrim, so I don't know, whatever. But this game is about 35 or 40 hours, probably like 35 if you rush through it. And that's pretty damn long. So if you want a time sink game, but not necessarily a grinding game, if you want a time sink game that's pretty straightforward and has an engaging story, and it's a JRPG from that era, pick this one up because it's accessible now that it's on the PSN. You don't have to, you know, bend over backwards to fucking get it. But yeah, I'd say this is a pretty damn good game, guys, and definitely pick it up. The system, the combat system's good, the gameplay's good, the story's pretty engaging, the characters are good, the sound is pretty memorable, because I could probably hum half the tracks right now, and it looks really good for the time. So, and actually it looks pretty good on a big screen TV, like not like Final Fantasy VII looked like total shit on a big screen HD TV, even with the smoothing on or off. But this game looks a lot better than that does, and even better than Final Fantasy VIII did, in my opinion. So I'm just gonna say real quick to pick this one up. It's not a pass. I'd say pick it up, especially if you never played it. It's totally worth it, guys. And yeah, go pick it up on the PSN and let me know what you think of it. Thanks for watching, guys, and take it easy. This is an 8.5. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.